With over 30 years of experience in wealth planning and a lifetime of involvement in harness racing, Matt Franklin at Wire to Wire Wealth can help you build a financial plan that addresses the unique circumstances of those involved in the horse racing industry. Whether you are investing to build wealth, protect your family, or preserve your assets, Matt at Wire to Wire Wealth will work with you through the wealth planning process from start to finish.
I'm here at Southern Oaks with Megan Scran, the new talent on the big stage. Megan, several interviews have been done about you. You were in 4-H, you had riding horses. Did you ever even know that harness racing existed?
No, I didn't. Actually, one of my friends got me involved, and I was running a riding horse stable, and she said, I just wanted to change, just do something a little bit different, but I know I'd still want to be with the horses. She goes, why don't you come work in the standardbreds? And I said, okay, and she found me a job with Tron Sledgehammer, and actually my first weekend I was like, I don't know, this is a lot of work, because I was used to Monday through Friday, so then I fell in love with one horse, and I got to race him in the Hambo 6 months in, so after that I was hooked.
So what was the transition like from your riding on their back to sitting behind them?
I was terrified the first time I jogged one. I'm like, you could get kicked right here, this is scary, but I just kept being told, it's okay, you're fine, and then it's been quite the ride. Now I can't picture any other way. So.
Well, you moved on to then training them in a short amount of time, and then, you know, the progression, I know that it's been 12 years, but what does that look like from the early days to where you are now?
Starting off, actually Scott bought me a horse, and it was kind of just learn as you go, because I worked for Tron for almost 2 years, and then I worked for his dad for a little bit, but I've always had good people to talk to and answer questions whenever I needed them.
You also have spent winters in South Florida before. You're now currently here in Central Florida. What do you think of the difference?
We were at Sunshine Meadows for 3 years, and it was really nice, but it got hot like early on. I absolutely love it here. I'm hoping we come back next year for sure, and it's been great.
You also have so many different surfaces to utilize here. You have the big track, you have the half, you have the straight track. Have you used those in your training routines?
Yeah, I love taking them out to the strip to just jog, and just a good mental change, and you could see the horses, they just perk up out there and they love it. But it's really great to have the change your routine, keep them mentally happy.
Let's move on to talk a little bit about some of your horses last year. Ardon was a standout, won the Wellwood. Tell me a little bit about his progression now. He had some time off, he's coming back. He looked great out there today.
Yeah, he's coming back really well. I'm really pleased with him, but when he's ready, he's ready. I know he had the new race at Oak Grove that he was invited to, but it's a bit early in his schedule, and we're really focused on the Hambo. So we'll see. I doubt we're going to go, but I want to keep him close to home and in Jersey.
So how planned out are you in advance for something like a horse like that? Like you said, the Oak Grove race comes up early. Is that something where if he's really on top of his game, you'll go? Then will it affect starts later? Or is it mapped out and you're going to stick right to that?
Well, as much as we can plan for them, they usually make their own schedule, because stuff happens and just never works out the way you want it usually. But it is early, so it's certainly not the best part of planning a schedule for him, because all the late races in the year, Breeders' Crown and stuff like that, those are obviously your main focus. But it'll be interesting to see how that race goes the first year.
Moving on to my Philomene, your 3-year-old filly trotter. Watched her today train.
Yeah, she's been going really well. She had a couple starts last year, but she got injured and was shut down really early. But just been taking my time bringing her back, and she's been going pretty well, so we'll see.
Let's talk about last drive down Maine. We got to see you, that's a 3-year-old colt pacer. We got to see you train free-legged today.
Yeah, that's my homebred. He got started pretty late last year. Just took my time with him. He got a little sore in his knees early, and I own 100%. So if he raced last year, fine. If he didn't, I didn't care either way. But I actually took him up to Mohawk with me when I went up with Ardone, and I just finished him off there, and he won up there. So it was really good to see.
Moving on to your 2-year-olds, let's start with Internal Dialog, a 2-year-old filly trotter, $32,000 Lexington purchase, Ecurie D, out of Livininthefastlane.
I absolutely love her. She gives me the same vibes Ardone did last year, and I kept saying, I hope he doesn't break my heart. Well, I hope she doesn't break my heart because she's been awesome. But yeah, they're babies. You just never know. When they get around that 2-minute mark, that's when they really tell you. But she's just been a complete pleasure.
You've been there now and done that. How do you deal with the highs and lows?
Yeah, the lows are low and the highs are really high, and you just try to relive those highs over and over again.
Moving on to Rich Memories, your 2-year-old colt trotter was named ICAST Hanover, $30,000 Harrisburg purchase, once again a first crop Ecurie D.
Yeah, he's been going really well. We actually changed his name to Rich Memories. I named him after my dad, and yeah, he's been awesome too. I'm really excited about the Ecurie Ds. They've both been going great.
This is the first year crop, as we mentioned. What are you hearing from other trainers here?
Everyone loves their Ecurie Ds, so we'll see. We'll see.
Perfect. Moving on to Carly Shay. I know you like this filly. 2-year-old pacing filly, $40,000 Lexington, Huntsville, out of Carly's Girl.
She's been awesome all along. Everything is just effortless for her, and seems to be every mile we're just telling her, easy girl, we don't need to go that fast yet. So I'm really excited. You know, she's New York bred, so that circuit's really good and the money's great. So as long as she stays sound and healthy, I think she could have a really good year.
It probably does benefit you too that with that circuit you're able to train out on the half here.
Yeah, it's great that we have that option here, so it really prepares them for half miles. That way they're not on it for the first time when they have to race.
So when you're saying that she's on go, she wants to go, is there anything, do you have to quiet her down? Have you had to add any equipment to help with that?
Yeah, I mean, we have earplugs in her and a mini bit, but for the most part she's been great, and her problem is when you tell her, okay, let's go, she wants to go 1,000.
Well, that's a good problem to have. Aintmyfirstro, a 2-year-old pacing colt, $27,000 Lexington purchase, perfect sting, out of Some Renditions.
Yeah, ironic, Aintmyfirstro. He gave us a few rodeos early on, so you know, we took our time with him, but he's been going great now. He's caught right up to the other group, and looking forward to his season too.
What does your schedule look like? When will you leave Florida?
We're heading out of here April 6th or 7th, and I'll head up to Mark Ford's, and I got 12 here, and then I got a few more others to bring in.
I saw that you are currently racing this year already.
Yeah, we kept my old horse up there. He's my boy, my pet. Scott owns him. We bought him as a yearling, Levine. So he's been racing at Yonkers all winter, and I keep telling Scott he's gonna have to come down here with us and retire.
We got to watch the babies train today. What does the schedule look like for those youngsters from here on out?
They'll just keep continuing to train down, and I'm not where I want to get them to a certain time before I leave here. It's just when they're ready, when they're comfortable, and then I usually take them over to Meadowlands when baby training starts there to finish them off.
You continue to excel year after year. What type of goals have you set for yourself?
You know, you just try to do a little bit better each year. Obviously, we have quite a big race on our radar this year with Ardone, and yeah, just every year you just hope to do a little bit better, maybe increase your earnings for the year, your wins, and you know, win some races maybe you haven't won before.
Going back to the yearling sales, I know that you're looking at the catalog, you're inspecting the individuals. How does the process go after that?
So actually Phil, he gives me like a little free range. He says pick out something you like, and then, you know, he also checks it out, and if both of our opinions matched, and we go ahead. But no, this year I actually have a lot of new owners, and they did their own homework and bought their horses, and they asked me if I could take them.
That has to be such an honor when you have people that I know you respect joining your stable.
Yeah, so like these are all people that I know. They're not anybody like really too new. A couple of them are actually I've had as owners through the stable, and a lot of their horses are going really well, so I'm excited.
You mentioned the stable. You do train for them, and some of the biggest horses putting you on the map earlier in your career were ones you trained for them.
Yeah, I mean, starting off, we had Crantini, and he was really good, but he was a little crazy. Then we had Tactical Mounds. She was a lot of fun. Like, I really do miss her. She was really fun to be around, and then last year we had Perfect Thought, and she had a really good year. We left some money on the table up in Canada. She should have been better, but that's horse racing, and nothing ever goes perfect.
How many horses are you training this year?
Right now in the barn I have 12 here, and then one at home, and then a few more to come in there after that. So I'm picturing, and then I had 2 other people ask me to take some Jersey breds, but I'm picturing around 15 to 20 for the summer.
How are you planning to manage? You have different jurisdictions, you have different things going on. How will you manage the shipping, the who goes where?
Well, that's the thing. In order to be a good trainer, you got to have really good help, and thankfully I do have a really good team right now, and we'll just have to match it up, and people will kind of be a little bit everywhere.
Well, thank you so much, Megan, for taking time to talk to us, and I wish you the best in 2026.
Thanks for having me.